Hi folks, and we're back to Planescape Torment, the Fortress of Regret, and we've been further from regretting coming here. I must say, I don't like it. Too many shadows. Oh, there's a mechanism there we had not seen before. Oh my god, more shadows. Come along. You've cleared this side, so should be just you. Okay. Whew. Half our hit points. Oh my god, there are traps over here. Huh. If we got trapped in one of those things when fighting, we'd be screwed. Pulsating spectral light comes from deep within these fanged pools. And we don't have 60 of those. So that's 1200 hit points. That's essentially 10 lives. But I mean, if each shadow takes half of our hit points, I don't know how many shadows we'll have to fight. Maybe we should just wait to regenerate. Oh my god, there's several of those. Okay, well, we'll hang around until we heal. We'll come back. Alright, our health is back to maximum. Let's lure some more shadows to their deaths. One by one, so we don't get overwhelmed. Come on. Don't walk anywhere new, so not to step on a trap. Okay. And 70 hit points again. Yeah, they take about half our health pool every time we fight them. I'm afraid to click that mechanism. We might get teleported into a den of who knows how many shadows. There's another over there. And more up there. Yeah, it's seen us. I'm not sure if we should use all of our healing. Ready for another bout? Maybe. Come on, xenomorph looking thing. Come to Papa. They don't even drop any loot or anything. Die. Okay, got lucky on that one. Not sure if you click on that, where do we go? We haven't been up there or up there, so we might get teleported into a bunch of shadows either of those two places. I'm not looking forward to that, so I think we should clear the shadows where we haven't been yet, and leave the shadows where we have been alone. If they're not following us, that's good enough for me. So I think we should fight however many shadows are up there, so they don't trap us. Huh, how strong are they? How many are they? At least one. Okay, down to 46 hit points. Okay. Are there any more shadows up here? Please let there be no more shadows up here. Oh, crap. Come on. Okay. Well, I haven't used this machine. Marked with an X.
Shadows.
Many shadows.
Ah, the Githzerai. I remember him well. Submit.
I may be bested in battle, but I shall never be defeated.
You cannot hope to defeat me.
I have been here before. This time I shall never leave.
So be it.
Okay, well, we got teleported here. We have been here before. Did we use that machine? I think so, right? That's what teleported us over there. So... did we use all the machines? Oh no, we haven't used that one. Yeah, we haven't used that one. Is that the only one left? I don't know how many there are. Leonard didn't say. Huge clock. Looks like it's partially melted. There's something cruelly scratched on the clock face. You suddenly feel a strange crawling sensation worming its way through the back of your skull. You know what's written on the clock is a message to you from you. Examine the writing.
Updated my journal.
Message carved on the clock face looks like it was carved with a dagger. Run. Doors are lies. Use cannons, then portal. Looks like the message was written in some haste. Following the message is a crude arrow pointing in the opposite direction as the long hand on the clock. Okay, so we have to run that way. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, we have to go that way. Okay.
This is it.
Is it? Okay, well, more shadows. No, follow.
I'm hurt. Die.
Okay, that was closer than I wanted. Are there more shadows over here? Yeah, crap. Ah, there's a mechanism up there. And another one over here, okay. Is that the last shadow we're gonna have to fight? Come on, nameless one.
Die.
There's a clock mechanism over there. There's this thing over here. Ancient machine looks like... Okay, mark X.
Updated my journal.
Didn't do much, apparently. What if we... Oh, it did do much. It opened the portal. Okay, so, ready to go to the portal, I guess? The horrors that lie beyond. Let's enter it. That's a very angry Ignis.
I'm gone.
Then set fire to the plains of flames will consume you.
The huge crystal radiates a pulsating spectral light as it hovers above the crater in the middle of the room. The rhythm of its pulses remind you of a heartbeat, but slow and sickly. Light from the crystal touches the edges of the room like fingers, each ray of light casting a glow on the lurid faces of the statues surrounding it. Touch it? As you touch the crystal, there is a flash of heat, an orange-white light, and you whip your hand back. The crystal burns like the heat from Ignis's flames. From within the crystal, the sickly white blue light dances and flickers like fire. Okay. So it burns me as long as you live, Ignis. I see. What do we have? Increases regeneration. Fine. Increases armor class. Ah, crap. We didn't bring any of those, what are they called? Charcoal things? Fire protection would have been useful here, I think. Do we want to use a special item on this guy? Can't use that, apparently. Swarm Curse. Yeah, let's use that. How many hit points does he have?
Master, forgive me. I have betrayed your teaching.
Not that many. Okay. Yeah, because he's a magician. Swarm of flies constantly stinging him will affect his casting, I think. Like in Baldur's Gate. Ah, what is that? Sounding Stone. A statue of you. It is holding its hand over its heart, its mouth open, it is making a speech. Oh, there was a charcoal charm in here. Could have used it. Yeah, 50 to resistance to fire. Huh. Also a bone charm that we're probably not going to use. Sounding Stone, I wonder what that is. Oh, whatever. Statue of you, clutching his right shoulder as if wounded. Staring at the center of the room with this disdainful expression. Arms crossed as it glares ahead. Ruined mass, and it can't be certain. You can touch the crystal now. There's a moment of dizziness as you touch the crystal, then a slow chill passes through your body, and you discover that your muscles have locked. Your hand frozen to the crystal's surface, there is a moment of silence, then sharp pains splinter through your body like fractures. Feel like your very being has been turned to ice, then shattered. We're falling into darkness. Oh! Other us's. We's? I's? Other me's. He has awakened. Good incarnation. Okay. Finally! I thought I would die again waiting for him to rise. Practical incarnation. Practical as in pragmatic and amoral, probably? Paranoid incarnation. Oh, I think we read something from you. Perhaps you'll still die. Never forget I watched you thieves, you killers, all three of you. Well, we're you, so... Have a care how you speak to me, you deranged wreck. He was fortunate to reach here with all those traps you scattered through the plains, I swear. If I could have crossed the years to put you out of your misery, I would... The two of you be silent. Let us make sure he's all right and save the arguments for later. Who are you all? Me all? Us all? The collective I. By the hells, he's lost his memories. Damnation. He's useless to us now. Calm yourself. He is only disoriented, as were we all. Give him a moment to get his bearings. You're all thieves, wearing my body. You'll give it back. Yeah, good, paranoid incarnation. Stay put. I am at the limits of my patience with your howling. Be silent, or... He is not very practical at all. He's more like a hothead. Almost the opposite of practical. As in pragmatic and cool-headed. This arguing avails us nothing. Give him his space, leave him be. Time is no longer in our favor. I will not stand here and squander another moment while our adversary is no doubt hunting for us. We waited long enough for him to awaken. I will speak to him now. The man before you resembles you, but he carries himself more like a force than a man. His eyes are watching you carefully. And as you study him, you feel him studying you. So it has come to this. Who are you? That's a stupid question. I will not surrender my name to you or any man. The man's voice is rough like yours, and it rings strangely in your ears. As for who I am, you should be asking yourself that. You are one of my incarnations. You made it here with my clues to guide you. How could that be that we're separate incarnations simultaneously? The incarnation is silent for a moment, then his expression changes to contempt. Is there anything I have hated about you? It is your countless questions, your desperate fumbling for meaning and answers. The man's voice is like a hatchet, and anger flickers across his features. The time for questions is past. Now you will listen to me. I was the first to breach his fortress, and whatever it is that awaits us there will somehow be able to defeat me. It will not best me a second time. You sound as if you intend to fight whatever it is that lurks there. Here. It lurks here. The man gives you a strange look, then studies you. Of course, that's the only reason we're speaking now. I'll need you to be the shell, but your mind must be my mind. Do you understand me? You mean you intend to possess me?
Updated my journal.
Yes. He glances around at the spiked walls and turns back to face you. We cannot leave this place in pieces. Many enter, only one leaves. This is the Thunderdome. Only one may leave. What are you talking about? You must surrender your will to me. Your knowledge and skills, whatever little you'll manage to accumulate in your life, may prove useful. He sizes you up again. It ultimately will be but a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. So you came here previously and were defeated. The man frowns. I was taken unawares, and I did not anticipate that my companions would be split from me upon my arrival. What happened after that is confusing. So even if I were to surrender to you, we'll still fail. Unlikely. I am the only one who possesses the knowledge necessary to succeed. This moment is the culmination of centuries of planning. Many have suffered and died for us to be here. Their sacrifices must not be in vain. The last sentence unnerves you. It is delivered like a speech. There is no passion behind the words. If you are one of my incarnations, I have questions. I will indulge you, but only for a while longer. You are the one who led Dayanara to her death. The man's eyes narrow. What of it? All of it was done with a purpose. Why did she have to die? Dayanara, that little girl, had little sense of the planes in her, and that was what I needed her for. You see, the dustmen have it right. Sometimes when you feel too much passion, you cling too tightly to life, to let go. And neither did Dayanara, as I had hoped she would. That woman, that ghost, that hunched man's eyes well up in fury and spittle flies from his mouth. She tormented me for years, pursuing me, hating me, and you were the one that killed her? Incarnation barely even glances at the Howling One, merely sneers. You blaming me for anything is laughable. He turns back to you. It wasn't out of malice, though she did become tiresome. Oh, I hear you. I only talked to her briefly, and my God, I could tear my ears out. It's just that when I arrived in the fortress, I didn't intend to stay. I just wanted to get in, sacrifice her, and then get out. The third incarnation speaks softly, but he sounds pained. Why did you do such a terrible thing? I needed someone to be my eyes here on the negative material plane, to serve as a scout and try and find out who my killer was. Only the dead can survive here for long. So Dayanara had to be sacrificed, so that she could become something other than she was. A tricky business, but it worked. She helped you, didn't she? Indeed. Let's talk about other things. My God, wow. Are you the one who taught Ignis the art? Ignis. The man stares at you, then frowns. Is that a name? Who in the hell are you talking about? Okay, that answers my question. Did you build that tomb beneath Sigil? The one with the traps? I'd almost forgotten. Yes, what a waste that was. Incarnation seems irritated. Obviously that didn't work, and it cost a lot of blood and coin, too. Worthless! The second incarnation breaks into uneven laughter, but it's more gleeful than mad. It was easy to breach that child's trap. I found it and changed it. It made it harder. Changed the writings. Yeah. First incarnation frowns at the second. He looks like he's barely restraining himself from attacking the other. Yet another thing you will answer for. He turns back to you. Though I suppose it doesn't matter. It was shortly after the failure of the tomb trap that I decided to carry the battle to our killer, rather than wait for him to show any longer. There are other things I would know. Were you the one who pried Morte off the Pillar of Skulls? Is Morte still alive? The incarnation stares for a moment in disbelief, then he starts laughing. Ha! That Viking skull couldn't be trusted farther than I could throw him, claiming he had information when he didn't. Then I had to go through the torment of prying him off the Pillar of Skulls, and then he feigned ignorance once he was off it. Incarnation scoffs. I humored him since he told me everything I needed from him. Feigned ignorance, then. Oh, yes. Once a liar, always a liar. It takes a stronger mind than the skulls to give me the laugh, though. What was his game? What more did he have to lie about? Incarnation smirks. It is of no matter. Let the skull have his secrets. They are worthless to us. Well, they certainly weren't to me. I have other questions. Who are these others? Other incarnations? Reflections of ourselves. Still have them merge with me after I deal with you. He glances at the hunched incarnation who is howling when you first arrived. Or kill them. If they refuse, it is of no matter. They are not necessary. I see. Okay, other questions then. How do I escape this place? You must surrender your will to me. Your knowledge and skills, whatever little you've managed to accumulate in your life, may prove useful. He sizes you up again. It ultimately will be but a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. Huh. But you are defeated, so you can still fail. Right. I have questions. Do you still intend to fight whatever lurks here? Yes. He glances around the spiked walls and turns to face you. We cannot leave this place until in pieces. Only one must leave. Right. Let me get my bearings first. Like talking to the other guys. Huh. Yeah. Maybe we need more strength, charisma, intelligence. Not getting what we want from these guys, I don't think. Let's use one of these. See if anything happens. That's the good one. Man before resembles you. but his face seems calmer somehow. Gives a slight smile as you approach. He nods, as if in approval. Are you all right? Who are you? Have we ever had a name, or is it just the first of us? The man chuckles softly. Know that I am your ally in this. I, like these others, have died my death in your mind, and this figment is all that remains. So you kind of remember previous incarnations. Only 3, though. Who are you? His smile fades, and he looks at you with concern. This must be disorienting for you. Let me try and explain. I'm one of your incarnations. I was once lost, and I am here again. How is that possible? I do not know. Whatever you touch within the fortress has brought pieces of yourself to the surface. He pauses for a moment, thinking. One of the others may know what means... the means of how this came to be, but it is beyond me. If you're a part of me, let's see what you know. Ask, it says. In order to leave, you must become part of me. Well, let's talk about other things. I came to this fortress with allies, but they have been separated from me. Then I fear your friends are already dead. Man looks pained. This place bears a hatred for the living. What was your life like? It was quiet and long, and was filled with much of the pain and the joys that one would expect in life. I served as a cartographer, really, for a time, and then I walked the plains for several years. And how did you die? In the end, as I traveled upon the fields of Bytopia, terrible shadows took on life as I lay sleeping. I died as I felt their claws upon me. The shades of all those that died in our place. The man looks pained. Yes, I know. I know that now. One cannot be in this place of regrets and not feel their agony. Do you know why I wanted to become immortal? No, I do not. I think it was done out of fear. Perhaps one of the others knows, but I do not. What makes you think it was done out of fear? The man smiles slightly. But there is no humor in it. If anything, it is a sad smile. What man wishes to die? He shakes his head slowly. But only the first of us will ever truly know the reason that brought us to this state. Well, my state is thirsty. There is something else I would know. Yes, exactly. I have countless lives. Why are there only 3 incarnations here? I do not know. Perhaps we were the 3 pieces that were somehow still present in your mind. Present? How? I do not know for sure, but I would guess that when we die, traces of the former personality may remain in your mind, and I know that sometimes we may make ourselves felt. How? When you are about to place yourself in danger, or were close to a realization, for example, I found that I could stir, help, prod you in the right direction. So you were that crawling sensation I kept feeling in the back of my skull. I would be at a loss to describe how it felt to you, but it is possible, yes. So you said that when you die, traces are left in the mind. That's what caused you all to emerge, right? My understanding may not be complete, but yes, that seems to be the case. And we may make ourselves felt in small ways. So it is possible that the first of us, the real one of us, before all the incarnations, might still be buried somewhere in my mind. The expression on the incarnation's face flickers for just a moment, but it is like a window, and you suddenly realize who it is you are speaking to. You were the first of us. Incarnation's eyes take on a haunted look, and his gaze turns away from yours. I know what you're thinking, but it is not the case. You might think that knowing the mind of the first of us will somehow help you here in this place. It will not. But why? I have so many questions that you can answer. Why did we become immortal? Why? A cartographer, traveling the plains. Because if we die, truly die. The Incarnation looks up at you, and his eyes are like steel. Death's kingdom will not be paradise. Not for us. If you spoke to these others that were here, know that a fraction of the evil of their lives is but a drop of water compared to the evil of mine. That life, that one life, even without the thousands of others, has given a seat in the lower planes for eternity. What the hell did you do? You seem so much calmer. More well-intentioned. I became that way, yes, because for me, his voice takes on a strange echo. It is regret, 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 regret. That's the strange echo. That may change the nature of a man. He sighs, but it was too late. I was already damned. Damn you! You damned thousands of us. I found that changing my nature was not enough. I needed more time. And I needed more life. Okay, so you repented your ways, and the only way you could find to make it right, man, was thousands of lives worth of torment to get us here. There's some nobility to that. I needed more time, needed more life. So I came to the greatest of the Grey Sisters and asked for her a boon, to try and help me live long enough to rectify all the damage I had done, to make me immortal. And Ravel did. But when she first tested your immortality and killed you, you forgot everything. Everything. He looks broken. And the planes have been dying ever since. The crime is great, and the blame is mine. There are so many questions I have for you. Who are you? What is your life? Who? Incarnation shakes his head, cutting you off. When I became no more, when I merge with you, you will have the answers you seek. It may take some time to sort them out, but they are there. He smiles ruefully. It is difficult to communicate a life with words. Alright, shall we become as one then? One last thing. Just this. The Incarnation pauses for a moment, searching your features. Before I turn to oblivion, there is something I would know. What do you wish to know? He studies your eyes, his expression somber. Did you live your life? The brief life you had, in the end, was it worth it? Frankly, it seems to have only caused suffering for myself and others. But the little experience we enjoyed, we don't want to forget.
I feel stronger.
He nods, and for a moment you think he's going to say something, but then he collapses, a life running out of him and into yours. As he falls to the black stones, you feel a crawling sensation at the back of your skull, making you shiver, and you know the Incarnation is no more.
I feel stronger.
The man before you resembles you, but his back is hunched, as if he's perpetually afraid of being struck. He is watching you warily, and he hisses as you approach, his hands clenching, as if wanting to strangle you. His arms are horribly gnarled and scarred, as if they had been dunked into a stream of acid. His left arm looks like it is holding on by a thread, literally. Who are you? Know that you will not last long at this place, thief. Spittle flies from the man's mouth, and his face twists in a maddening grin. Mazes and regrets and death are all that are here. You are wasting your time speaking to that one. His thoughts are all angles and spite and nothing more. Stop wasting time. There is much the two of us must speak of. Thief! The Incarnation's hands twist as if strangling the other. I will feel the bones of your neck snap beneath my fingers. Take my body back! He turns to you. Thief! You wear my body like a cloak and you shame me. I am no thief. I stole nothing from you. You stole everything. I awoke the streets of the Ring City and all who saw we knew me. He takes a rasping breath. All that you had done, all that you had harmed, they were waiting for me, blaming me, hurting me until I couldn't take the voices anymore. His fingers grasped at the air and had to make them silent. You were the one who left the trap on the Sensory Stone for me, weren't you? And the dodecahedron. He affixes you with a wary eye. Seems just looking at you is making him uncomfortable. Do you know how I can leave this place? I will never tell you, and you will never leave. He smiles. It is quiet here. Peaceful. What happened to your arm? He glances down at his arm for a moment, then looks up and smiles. Kept coming off, so I had to stitch it up again. Fair enough. You are to blame for killing the linguist Finn, aren't you? He seems confused for a moment. There were many that I killed. There were many that needed to be silenced. I see. Some, very little order to your chaos. Did you strangle all those people in Sigil? His eyes flicker to the black stones, as if remembering something unpleasant. He begins to shake slightly. They claimed they knew me. Had to silence them. Stop their voices. Accusing, always accusing. Right. And the Sentry Stone trap. You left it. Yes, he smiles low and evil. Simple trap. Trap for someone who can't die. Mind trap. It was simple to escape, actually. The smile freezes on the Incarnation's face. You lie! No, it was pathetically easy. I was able to escape it with no effort. Lying thief! Stitching at the shoulder, tearing and unraveling. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have provoked him.
Damn. I'm hurt.
Oh my god.
Die. I'm hurt. All right.
Let's talk to this guy again. Did you still intend to fight? Yes. If I choose to not surrender my will to you, you have no choice in the matter. You do not know how to escape this place. I do. If you refuse to surrender with me, I will refuse to surrender to you. Neither of us will be able to leave this place, and only one may leave, and it will not be you. You came here previously and were defeated. Why should I let you possess me? I could kill you. You could try. The man seems amused. You do not have the power to best me, nor do you have the will to force me to merge with you. I would prefer not to kill you, escape this place, but it is a small price to pay for our freedom. It makes no sense that one of us die when by merging I would be strengthened. Why won't you merge with me? With you? He gives a short laugh, almost like a bark, because there is no gain in such a thing. You have lived a fraction of the life I have. I will not entrust my will to such a neophyte such as yourself. Okay. So, we need... what? What do we need? I don't know. Do we need more intelligence, maybe? How do I surrender my will? You surrender yourself, you shall merge in me, we shall be as one, with my mind dominating. Why should I let you possess me? Something I'm missing. Who are you? I intend to fight and possess me, but you were defeated. While still fail, I have questions. Huh. Tend to fight, yes. You are the one that led Diana to her death. I'm certainly missing something. I'm certain, but... one of these guys surely knows what the hell the bronze sphere is. I'm betting. They didn't tell us, though. We should have more questions to ask him. Oh! Of course. We can't scroll down, we have to click for show more options. Come on. Were you responsible for the tattoos on my back? The ones I read when I woke up in the mortuary? The directions, he nods, irritated. Of course I was responsible. I knew there was a chance I might fail here and lose my memories. I wanted future incarnations to benefit from some guidance. So I had the directions stitched on my back. Useful. Since such things like journals, he snarls, as if angry at himself, tend to be lost so easily. They're kind of vague, though. Are you a fool? Incarnation looks exasperated. The directions needed to be vague. I couldn't spell out exactly what was happening to us, so I left a signpost. What do you think would have happened if Dustman had read them? Or someone even more barmy? How quickly do you think he would have been buried alive or cremated? Yeah. He's right. So, you were the one that put the warning about Morty on the back. Is Morty still alive? Yeah, there are other things I would know. Were you the one that asked Feyrod to get the bronze sphere from the catacombs? Feyrod, the Incarnation thinks for a moment. Oh yes, the trash king with all the tough bloods that thought I was easy prey. He smiles slightly, as if recalling a pleasant memory. After only a little bloodletting, I struck a bargain with him. He would see to it that if his men found me, they should take me safely to the mortuary. And of course, I needed the eyes and hands of his men to scour the catacombs beneath Sigil for me. For the bronze sphere. Yes, I told Feyrod it was the only thing that would save his miserable life. What a sniveling little dodger he was. Incarnation smiles at you. You see, the old bastard was destined to end up on the Pillar of Skulls when he died. He was desperately trying to weasel out of it. So I told him that there was an item beneath Sigil that would save him from his fate. If he only could find it. But it wouldn't save him, just something he wanted him to find. Of course, it was useless to him. One cannot dodge fate so easily. He looks at you irritated. However, nothing motivates a man faster than telling him what he seeks will save his soul from eternal damnation. I intended to take him from him after he found it, just that searching for it myself would have taken too long. He smiles again. And why should I do it, when I could have someone else hunt for me? Actually, he ended up tricking me into finding it for him. Why was it so important? Important? Do you not know? Incarnation becomes silent for a moment. Do you have it with you? No. It died with Feyrod. Out of curiosity, what did it do? It was a dead sensory stone. Incarnation is staring through as if seeing something far away. Do you know that what it contained? He smiles ruefully. It held the last experiences of the first of us. Oh! Okay. When we were one man, and not a string of incarnations, his voice drops. If there had been some way of unlocking it, it would have been able to see inside his mind, and see why all of this has happened. Yes. The Incarnation's face has become somber. It is the answer I've always sought. Why this happened. Why we became immortal. He sighs, and I fear we shall never know. Yeah, other things I should know. Actually. As you hold the sphere of this time and examine it, you feel the memories of the first of your incarnations stirring within you. But it is not an instant of driving force, it is calm, like the thoughts of a man walking across a great distance. Walking across a great distance to speak to a friend he hasn't seen in ages. Well, he is us. As you feel his presence in your mind, you see the sphere in a different light. Not as ugly or hideous, but as something precious, like a newborn child. The sphere is the repository of your last moments, before you met Ravel on the Great Waste and asked the impossible of her. A save state! Oh yeah, quick saving before forgetting everything. Nice. You know why you asked her? And you know what? That all you need to do is touch the surface of the sphere with both hands and feel regret, and the stone will open itself to you. Clasp the stone and feel regret. The sphere wrinkles in your hands, the skin of the sphere peeling away into tears. Turning into a rain of bronze that encircles you. Each droplet, each fragment that enters you, you feel a new memory stirring. A lost love, a forgotten pain, an ache of loss, and within it comes the great pressure of regret. Regret of careless actions, regret of suffering, regret of war, regret of death, and you feel your mind begin buckling from the pressure. So much all at once, so much damage done to others, so much so an entire fortress may be built from such pain. Yeah, great big one. Try to focus, keep your center. And suddenly, through the torrent of regrets, you feel the first incarnation again. His hand, invisible and weightless, is upon your shoulder, steadying you. He doesn't speak, but with his touch, you suddenly remember your name. Really? It's Chad, isn't it? It is such a simple thing, and all that you thought it might be, and you feel yourself suddenly comforted in knowing your name, your true name. You know that you have gained back perhaps the most important part of yourself. Tell me it's not Chad. In knowing your name, you know yourself, and you know now that there's very little you cannot do. The first incarnation's hand is gone from your shoulder, and he is watching you with a slight smile. That was my name all along? What was my name all along? Theodosius Carbuncle, I think. But if I was... The first incarnation holds his finger up to his lips, silencing you. He nods at the symbol at your arm, as if indicating you should make use of it. Examine your arm. The symbol of torment seems brittle somehow, as if it is only barely holding itself into your skin. Unconsciously, you reach out to peel it from your arm. It gives way with a slight resistance, like pulling off a scab. As you hold the symbol, you know you can harness its power. It no longer rules you. I no longer wear the symbol. Does that mean... As you get halfway through your question, you realize there is a heavy silence within your mind. You can no longer feel the presence of the first incarnation with you. Take the symbol of torment.
I feel stronger.
Was that 2 million experience points? Symbol of torment. Strip of flesh holds the symbol of torment that you have always worn. It peeled away from your arm when you realize the true name. The symbol no longer rules you, and you may harness its power to bring retribution against your enemies. Merely holding it against and devoting its power will summon all the pain and suffering from your past incarnations upon your foes. Wowie, that sounds unpleasant. How many, Okay, let's get the... tattoos in here. So, what's her stats now? 23 intelligence, 15 wisdom. Huh. Could we do with more strength, maybe? How many levels? 9 characteristic points? Wow. Oh, okay. Do we need charisma now? My guess is no. Okay, get into an armor class. If that'll help. Is this good? Not sure. We... wait a minute. We're a fighter. Can we not? Assign combat skills? Apparently not. Okay, we have... Oh my god, we have a lot more hit points now. What if I choose not to surrender my will to you? I could kill you. Why won't you merge with me? You have but a fraction of the life I have. Yeah, but you were defeated. I don't believe you, and I will not surrender my will to you. Then we have a dilemma. I will not merge with you, and you will merge with me. The man looks at you, then smiles incredulously. I surrender to no man. It is you who will be absorbed by me. I doubt it. Do you intend to fight me on this? The man seems more amused than anything else. You are no match for me. There is little point in resisting. Try me. So be it then. Your lock gazes with him. His eyes are like stones, and they start to drag you down. Lock gazes with him and try to force him to merge with you. As you swim in the corridors of his mind, his first emotion you encounter is surprise, and his eyes widen. He is not absorbing you. Your will is stronger, and it is consuming him. You feel him desperately trying to pull back, but he cannot. He is too weak, and your will blocks his retreat while drawing him deeper into your subconscious. This is the last time we shall ever speak. Return to death where you belong. I don't know whatever stats increases made us better, but yeah, 2 million experience points. He looks incredulous for a moment, then he disintegrates, and you feel a rush of knowledge pouring through you, fighting to the surface. It's almost too much to absorb at once, and you find yourself disoriented. So much knowledge, so many experiences that... And as quickly as it occurred... Oh, intelligence and wisdom. Excellent. The rest subsides, and you steady yourself. The bits of knowledge swirl around you in your mind, and you will make sense of them later. For now, only one piece of knowledge is important. That the incarnation did not know how to leave this place. He lied to you, drinking... Oh, damn it. Oh! Drama Queen. Dionara. So, we have outsmarted our previous incarnations, and we're in a downward spiral of, well, torment. It's in the title. Let's find out what exactly the Drama Queen wants. That is going to be next time, though. Till then.